Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cast Pending Raw and Uncut.
It's raw, you donkey.
My lord.
Bit of Gordon.
That's it. This will be the first in the playlist of Raw and Uncut episodes, which will be released once a month, where we will just literally randomize the topics, just talk about anything and everything that we're currently talking about these days, and see where we go. You're on with Don.
Hello.
Marcus Aurelius.
Hello.
And myself, Smiles. Welcome to an extended episode. We do hope you enjoy. So, down to business. I've seen something today that was brought to my attention about Google spying on all of us and our
No way.
incognito mode, shall I say?
Oh, you
I
think
know.
you're safe, but you're not.
Few listeners be worried now.
Oh. That means you lads, all right? Remember, you may want to change over to DuckDuckGo.
He is right.
Be on the safe side.
Yeah, use a Tor browser.
Now, so the first bit of news I heard today, the American Finance Corporation have sued Google and slapped a lawsuit on them for tracking people on incognito mode with a $5 billion fine. That is madness. But it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there. The European Union has slapped an extra 1.49 billion euros for abuse practices on their advertising systems for their incognito mode.
See, this is just great news to me.
I
think it's about time a big company like Google got hit with a fine for their actions.
But that's just it. Like, we get the whole idea. Like, yeah, privacy, But like, if incognito mode was designed to keep what you're looking at private, now, for most lads out there, maybe a few women, you'll know exactly what you're searching. We know what you're searching. Ain't nobody need a supercomputer to realize that. But at the very least, Google could let you in peace and just watch what you want to watch.
Exactly. Well, that's it. I mean, all the people I know, if I speak to them, all right, not all of them, the vast majority would say, well, I ain't got nothing to hide. But it's not about not having nothing to hide. It's about having your freedom of privacy removed by a public company, $1 billion company that has no right to remove those rights, the right to privacy.
Like, imagine if Mark decided he wanted to watch some, I don't know, some YouTubers just private, so he doesn't want anyone to know about it. I mean, obviously there'd be more going on there.
Oh yeah, troll.
Sly use of the mic's turning on and off switch there, boy.
Simon, you said Mark.
Marcus, yeah, that's your name.
You said Mark.
Marcus.
Did you say Marcus?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
How it, like, you spell Mark, like Marcus is short for Marcus, yes?
No.
Marcus is short for Mark, isn't it? Not Marcus.
Oh, no.
Oh, Mark's not short for anything.
Okay, we're getting off the topic here, boys. We're getting off the topic.
Yeah.
Mr. Aurelius.
Okay.
When you use incognito mode, do you feel that you are safe with your privacy?
No. Not a chance.
Especially since...
Well, he definitely doesn't now.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know. You just told me that Google's been sued for it.
He's never going to use that again. My highest suggestion is don't ever use Google again.
Well, in fact, avoid Google.
Big up
at all costs,
Firefox.
really. And Amazon, if you can.
Yeah, but no, DuckDuckGo is probably your best bet. It's actually the best one.
And it doesn't limit your search results either.
No,
whereas
exactly.
Google does.
It also, I think Google allows you to search the most clicked link. It's not like, so like you could have a brand new like website built, set it for like, what's the most clicked thing. You type that into the search parameters of your website, and then that will be the first one on the list. It's literally a cheat code.
Well, it's search result manipulation, which Google, which I think it was it the CEO or it was some high-ranking person in Google.
A skunk.
Yeah, I think they testified before Congress that they don't actually do that. They don't manipulate search results. Where, as far as I can tell, it's exactly what that is. That's a manipulation of search result.
It's just like Facebook saying like they don't track you. I remember they had Zuckerberg, I think it was. I'm not going to say his full name. Was in on trial, and he was asked in the courtroom, like, it's like advertisements, I think it was on Facebook.
Yes.
Basically, do you like follow what people search? Do you listen to what people say before, obviously, when they have the app open?
Yeah.
To modify advertisements to customize it to the person.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, no.
And yet
they had the evidence that he did.
We all know that to be false, because we've all been victim to having spoken about something or having searched for something on Google and then going on Facebook and see the exact thing that we were speaking about or searching.
Yeah.
There is an advertisement on Facebook.
Yeah. Aurelius, did that ever happen to you?
Yeah, I think it's handy. Handy if you're talking away next minute, you just go, oh look, that just popped up there. Happy days. I'm going to see what the story is.
It's handy.
He's just like, oh, I'll have my phone here and be like, it'd be great if I could find a donut shop, and then just scroll through Facebook and boom, just one just around the corner from me.
Krispy Kreme.
Whoa. He's not bothered about the privacy as long as it's convenient.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like I understand people don't like it. Like obviously it is their privacy, but I just doesn't really
to expand upon this, right? So Google has quite literally broken the privacy regulations of every country around the world.
Yeah.
Except China, because China doesn't like Google and they don't want them in their country. Fair enough.
Great bunch of lads.
I'm telling you, release the bloody virus. But anyway.
Enough about that. Moving on.
The
virus is coming.
The weapon is ready, my lord.
Oh, wow.
Right. But if Google...
John's incognito, man.
Think about it. If Google could, manipulate their, systems to, record all your privacy data and stuff and so on, spy on you in your incognito mode and stuff.
Yeah.
What's to stop, world leaders and governments, policing forces to do this as well? Look at England for one, right? England is the most watched country on the planet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Big Brother is quite literally a thing over there. Every street corner is video.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's
3:04 a.m.
I mean, obviously,
John has come out of Greg's and he has a kebab. How he got into Greg's at 3:04 a.m. I don't know.
The door was locked. Or was it? But anyway,
that's gonna be a load of shows now, not just Big Brother now.
That was an excellent impression.
Sorry,
I have to say, that was an excellent impression. I have to say, Marcus Aurelius.
Oh, cheers, Don.
No, you're welcome.
So, yeah, but so that's a continuing thing now at the minute. It's as we advance further into the future, the more your privacy is no longer your personal privacy.
Yeah.
the more technology evolves, the more that these companies get involved with governments, landlords, money grubbers,
Money grabbers.
the less
Money grubbers.
freedoms and the less privacy humankind will have.
Exactly, and that's what we're heading towards. I think if we're not careful, not dystopian so much. I don't think dystopian is the right word. If you've seen V for Vendetta, then you'll know what I'm talking about. V for Vendetta
Yes,
is
I
a
have
great
seen
movie,
it, yeah.
and it's set in London, and it's ruled by a chancellor, and it's very sort of, I don't really know what the right word is to describe it. It's sort of like a George Orwell book.
I know, I've seen it. I'm pretty sure the majority of people listening to this have seen
Yeah,
it too.
I can't really. I guess dystopian is right, but
V for
it's just
Vendetta,
ruled.
yeah, it would be classed as dystopian.
Yeah, there's a curfew. Everyone has a curfew. They have to be in by a certain time. They're told what to do. You can't be homosexual. That's a crime.
Yeah.
You can't be religious. That's a crime.
Yeah, that would be classed as dystopian. That's like one rule to govern everyone.
Yeah.
You have no free right.
Have you seen that Smiles, that movie, V for Vendetta?
I have. I've seen it years ago now. I've seen that.
Yeah.
Jeez. I'm going to go back nearly 10 years.
See, I saw it when I was I was probably, I don't know, 14, and I didn't really understand it. And then I went back and watched it again.
I probably should go back and rewatch it because, like, when I was watching it, as I was saying, it was just, it's a film.
Yeah, but now I understand what the world could become, and I understand that this movie tells it quite well. It's almost a foreshadowing.
Yeah, but that's just it. Like, the world is constantly changing, and the issue at hand with reality now at the minute is people's freedoms are at question. People's privacy is at question. So, I mean, Google's literally, what is it? 1.4 billion from the EU and 5 billion from the US. Like, that's nearly 7 billion euros.
Yeah.
Fine.
It's obviously not just Google doing these things, because I don't know if you remember the whole Cambridge Analytica, Facebook selling your data, our data.
Yes.
Yeah. But again, a lot of the feeling towards that is, if I haven't got anything to hide, then why do I care?
See,
and that's very much part of the problem, I think.
I think that's what's wrong with most people these days, is they don't think that there's there's nothing to hide. Your personal information, take it, the HSE attack from the Russian, I mean, they could be flipping anything, but apparently, according to the Irish news, not that I bloody care for them anyway, the Russians have infiltrated and taken everyone's private information from the HSE. I mean, that's mine, that's yours, that's Marcus's over here.
Oh no.
I personally, that's your PPS number, right? That's the thing that tells the government, the payroll, whatever, who you are in society in this country.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's gone. They own that.
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't paid. They gave an encryption key back to the HSE. They were able to get access to it. But that doesn't mean that the stuff isn't still in a copy drive somewhere.
Do you really believe that to be the truth? They just gave the encryption key back.
No, I like to think that they'd be a little bit more, if we want something, we're going to get it.
Yeah, it's like a movie.
Personally, I don't give two flying shits, because I work for a living, and as long as what I work for goes into my bank account, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And I get it. There's a big issue with your PPS number. It's a big issue with your personal identity, your images, your child, your children, whatever, anything, right? Everything to do with you is now in their hands. That is your private information, no longer in control of you or the medical industry you have given permission to hold on your behalf.
Mm-hmm.
Understand this. Because of this breach, there will be more privacy protocols implemented, which means you will have less privacy. And the government and the medical society will know more about you.
Yeah.
In the future, they'll want to know where you work, like they do now, how much you earn, like they do now. But it's going to be it's going to be far more strict. The government here have already stated that they want to implement what the hell did they call it? It's like everyone is paid a flat rate, even if you're working or not working. A universal social income, that's what it was. Or the USC, right? Now, how this works is, it doesn't matter how many hours you work. It doesn't matter if you work at all.
Yeah.
The ideal is that you would work, but no, it doesn't matter.
Everyone just gets the same amount of money.
350 euros a week per person throughout the entire country.
Now, obviously, when you're talking about this, you're not talking about the Taoiseach and the Irish cabinet, because that would be preposterous that they would be on the same amount of money as us commoners.
No, of course not. This is the working class society and below.
Yeah.
Now, remember this, right? The working class are the most screwed over people in this country. For every working person in Ireland, we pay over 3,000 euros in revenue to the European Union per person, because apparently we owe them so much. France is on the same bloody continent as the EU, and nobody over there pays that much. They pay maybe 1,700 euro, I think it is. It's the second highest.
That's mad. That's like half.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But here's the thing. We're also the only country on the face of the planet to have a person in charge of medical, right? So what's his name? Houlihan, I think it is.
Tony Holohan.
Yeah, there's a guy over him, right? And he's like the EU's top dog for medical science and stuff like that. And he's on 480 million euros.
What?
Oh, sorry, not million, fucking 180,000 euros a year. He's earning more than the president of the United States of America.
That's madness.
Now get this, the United States of American president he's like a fraction that. I would push to say maybe half.
Don't talk to me about that man. That man is a catastrophe.
Right? Which is great. But like when you have people in charge like that, right? Now get this, right? Northern Ireland, right? You're allowed to go indoor dining. You book your seat, you go in, you have your meal, you have a laugh. Everything's open up there. Everyone's having a great time. Down south, with the Taoiseach, Mr. Mihol himself, and Leo de Leek, right? Oh, this is getting very political. But anyway,
that's all right. The viewers will love it.
You have Mihol, who, get this, right? It was just after going past there, right? Every senior member of government, of parliament here in Ireland, the Republic of Ireland, will be given an 85,000 euro pay rise. Go fuck yourself. Get the fuck out of government. Crazy. Where the fuck do you think you are? This is not some kind of gold-shorn bloody planet, right?
This country cannot be affording to give a pay rise to all them like that. That's madness.
Him himself is on 280,000 euros a year. All he does is sit on his ass, sign a few papers, and tell everyone in the country they can't do anything. That's a waste of human flesh. Now, I'm going to say that. I'm saying that. That's my own personal opinion. I think he's a waste of human flesh. I do believe this.
I think there are many at this time in the country that would agree with you.
Oh, yeah. I also know there's loads of people that are going to fucking despise me for this.
Yeah, of course there are. But, everyone has their own opinion.
Yeah, it's precisely it. But how do you justify, right? A person who wants to start off. So we'll start off with retail because that's what we are. That's our background. Retail starting wage here in the Republic of Ireland is roughly 10.50 an hour, I think it is now. Now, when I started, it was 9.50 an hour, right? So it's 10.50 an hour now, right? Everyone thinks it's a great wage. Oh my God, it's great. It's great. 100%, right? I've pushed up to the point now where I'm a moderate between 22 and 28,000, right? I'm not going to say exactly what I'm earning, but that's in and around, right? That's an average wage here in Ireland.
That's for another video.
Yeah, but that's an average wage here in Ireland, right? For anyone starting out in retail, right? I don't know what other companies would do starting out, but anyway. To start out at this low of a wage here and people going, oh, that's pretty high. That's pretty high. Remember, property costs in this country. A bank won't give you a mortgage on what we earn. Right? Because, like, we're not going to get our feedback. I called the bank once and I said, what can I get for a mortgage? They said, we'll give you 65,000. What could I buy for 65,000 in a country where the cheapest house is 230K?
I'll tell you what you could buy. You could buy a caravan.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah, what are you going to buy for that? That's ridiculous. That's stupid.
Like, think about this, right? A mobile is what people are selling now for eco homes.
Yeah.
It's basically a caravan, but like
Mhm.
you have more amenities in it. But I think the problem with it now is that, like, sorry, you can pick up a mobile for 8 or 13,000, but now you have to pay 50,000 for a plot of land. Okay. But what if you don't want to live in a mobile? You want to have a family and you want to have a house. Now you need the partner. Now you need to be married. Now you need to both be earning enough to make it over 40,000 a year before the bank will even look at you to go, let's give them some money.
Or 95 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Scummy, man.
Shite.
You know, but you're talking about the minimum wage for retail.
Yeah.
When I started, my first retail job was in a retail shop that no longer actually exists, and it was owned by Sir Philip Green. It was part of the Arcadia Group.
Oh, very good. Yes.
And it was British Home Stores, BHS. And I was under 18 at the time. I was 16, and my wage was $5.50 an hour. And once you got over 18, the wage was, I think, $6.50 an hour. But to be fair, this was in 2011 or 10.
Yes.
Even so, still a pretty shit wage.
That is pretty shit. Because, like, back when I started, I originally started with a retail company local to us in 2011 when I was still in secondary school. I started out at $9.20 an hour. That was, I think, that was the lowest possible earned here in the Republic of Ireland at the time.
Yeah. That's still a lot better than what I was on.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
No doubt.
Obviously, you were. It was in pounds.
It was in sterling, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. As retail.
No
You
doubt.
tell yourself that.
Before we go off onto another tangent, though, just back to the time, we have a minister, right, in control of this country, a Taoiseach, if you will, on 280,000 euros, right? So just to clarify with this, when he became Taoiseach, he was on 200,000.
Yeah.
Leo and Houlihan were on 280,000. And he felt it was unfair. And this was actually brought up on iRadio at one point. Why didn't he bring their wages down to match his? Which would have been fair. To be 100%, he's the leader of the country. That would have been fair.
Yeah.
Instead of raising his to 280,000, right? Remember, this is the same man who put this country in recession in 2008.
Can I just say, I've actually just got my calculator up and worked out there how much 280,000 is a day for a year.
Go on.
And it averages at 767 a day for the year, throughout the year.
Yeah.
So this man makes 767 euros a day.
A day.
And
what's that in a week?
Do a good fucking job.
What's that in a week?
Hold on.
Nearly $5,000, is it?
Let me have a look now.
Marcus, I love your brain.
Maths is not my strong
Thanks.
point. That
Nearly $5,000, I think.
that is 5.3 grand, 5,369.
Nailed it, Marcus. Damn.
You were close.
Not bad. Not bad.
So
Yeah.
5,300 euros a week this man is on for sitting on his arse and telling
That's
everyone
fucking
he
ludicrous.
didn't bail the banks out.
It's a disgrace.
And yet here is the working class people out here working their arse off just for the tax man to take the 100 or 200 euros off of them every week. Just saying, that's my little...
This is why we do podcasts.
Well, I know you'll agree with me here, Simon, but he should just be removed from the office, really.
I think they
From
all
what
should
they
be
do.
removed from the office. I think they should be replaced. For 80 years, those two bloody parties have dragged this country to the ground. And the only reason they got back in is on the little arse tail votes of the people that still believe in them. I don't believe how they can still believe in them. They destroyed this country in 2008.
Well, I'm not going to get too deep into it because I'm an Englishman, you see, and I'm not long here.
I'm not going to get into it, but they did. And if they want to argue with me, by all means, come on. I have 480,000 other people that can agree with me. That's not a bloody joke. I swear to God.
Everyone rally.
Oh, here. Right. Anyway, next topic. Go. We're done with politics.
What were we thinking? What were we talking about earlier? Oh, no, we'll save that for another one, won't we?
Yes.
Yeah. Where are we going then?
Marcus Aurelius of the week off.
Oh, tell everyone what I'm doing.
I do hear a lot of people telling me that you don't
Oh,
conversate as much in these casts. So stop praying to your Lord Almighty and start chatting away to us. Come on.
Bombshell, boom, drop the mic.
I'm not dropping this. This costs money. I need to keep me money. Apparently, after listening to that, I need to keep me money safe. So I'm going to keep this on my head. Well, whoever them people are, they're not listening.
What he's saying is open.
I'm here. Hello. I'm still here. Yeah. I contribute. I do my best.
He listens and then he tells us in the aftermath of what he wants to talk about.
You all leave Mark alone, all right? Marcus is very conversational.
Marcus is the boy. He's the boy. All right.
How dare you?
Like, what? How dare you?
How dare you?
Oh, jeez.
What are we on to then?
So, on to another topic. Apple.
The fruit?
I prefer bananas.
Yeah.
Or oranges.
I prefer bananas. I don't mind bananas.
Apples are, I'd probably go for banana, but no. Apple, the company that produces a certain phone. What do we think of the 13 billion euro of Irish tax owed that they do?
Excuse me? I don't know about this. This is the first time hearing about this.
This is the first time you heard. Yeah. So like over the course of the last, I think it was like last year, they like went to court over like owing Ireland 13 billion euro in taxes because Irish being tax free for any big corporation, anyone wants to come into it.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if anyone would see my face.
Simon, you look a bit angry there, lad. You all right?
So, Apple apparently overturned the whole thing they were gifted free tax relief from the country's government, but no one's ever going to talk about that. And they're all saying online that it was overturned in court, which really actually wasn't. It was previous to this occasion. But anyway, they owed the country 13 billion euro in revenue taxes, if you will. But they were told they don't have to pay it because we're happy to have them here.
They're happy to have the business here. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Bunch
they
of
were
fucking
afraid
fellas.
that if they asked them for the money,
They'd move their business.
they'd pull out. It's like,
But the thing is, are they really? They're probably more likely to just pay the 13 billion.
yeah, I mean, it's a multi-billion euro
Yeah.
corporation. Do you really
Yeah.
think 13 billion is going to hurt them?
Is it not now a $1
Probably
trillion
not.
company? No, or is that Amazon?
No, $1 trillion now, yeah, but like at the time,
Mm.
You
Yeah,
know,
no,
I've
that's-
got now this podcast. Everyone has more money than me.
what?
I just think we're talking about all these big wigs. It's just
Oh, I know. All these
oh,
billions.
all
sorry,
these
Mark.
billions and hundreds of thousands, and you're just there like
Marcus,
I'm
it's
happy.
okay.
I'm happy to get my paycheck every week.
Marcus, okay. You have
Maybe I
more than
shouldn't
me-
be.
You have more than me and Ethan combined.
Oh, excellent. Okay,
That's-
now everyone is. I'm the king of the podcast.
Yes, Marcus Aurelius.
Fancy tenner, lads.
If you need a loan,
None
you
of
know
you
where to
said
go.
yes. I offered you a tenner. None of you said yes.
Oh, I'll have a tenner. Yeah, go on.
No, it's too late.
Right. So I just looked it up here. So Apple is currently worth 2.8 trillion US dollars.
That's fucking insane.
Like what is that in euros? Like what is that? 2.8 trillion. I mean trillion. Imagine being a trillionaire. Actually, very interesting thing. If you actually done up the maths, billionaires shouldn't exist because so technically a trillionaire shouldn't be a thing.
Why is that then? You're gonna have to explain.
Yeah,
Little
there
bit.
was like a guy doing up like calculations I seen a while back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 2.8 trillion euro dollars is 2.286 trillion euros.
Oh, can you imagine what you could do with that sort of money?
Not much.
Oh Lord, I'd do a fair bit. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
The list
Yeah,
is
so-
fairly endless.
So this guy was doing up like calculations of like how like billionaires and trillionaires like was to be a millionaire you have to be earning something like 535 euros a day, I think it was.
Mm.
How much to earn?
Just for anyone listening, this is Simon looking up this calculation.
Please stand by.
Just to, like no, because I remember seeing it, but like it's
Or
just
smile, should I say?
flashing out of my head. Da, 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 da.
Very professional here. Cash pending, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
So here's one for you, right? If you save $2 a day for starting at 20 years old, you'd be a millionaire at 65.
$2 a day, you're 20 years old, you'd be 60. You'd be a millionaire at 65.
Just a millionaire.
That's fucking disgraceful. $2 a day, 20. Shit, I'm well behind. I'm 27.
I have a chance. I'm only 22.
How many $2 do I owe?
I've been starving.
How many $2 do I owe?
He'd drop it on the street and be like, if only Delboy thought that. Only fools and horses.
Oh, boy,
So
funny.
$2 times 365, right? That's grand. Cool. That's 730, right? And we times that
Yeah.
by what was it? Be about 65 minus 20 is 45 years.
45 years.
God damn it.
Insert drum roll here.
By 45 years. It's actually only 32,000, so that calculation's wrong. The internet Google has failed us. They knew we were talking about them.
Yeah. What the hell? That's a joke.
I think it was like
wow.
something like $535 a day for like 80 years gets you $1 million, but $585 an hour makes you a billionaire at the same time. To be a trillionaire, you'd literally have to be earning that nearly every minute.
Jeff Bezos is earning that every minute, and so is Bill Gates.
Precisely my
They're
point.
Averagely, on average.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
a waste of space, a waste
you
of human
imagine?
flesh.
Did you ever hear about the Jeff Bezos and the CIA deal?
Another episode, maybe.
Another episode, right? Fair enough. We'll do that.
I kind of
We'll-
ranted a bit on this one. I do apologize to our viewers. I ranted a good little bit. I wanted to get a few pieces off my chest.
That's all right. It was good. It was good. It was a good one.
Mm.
We did a lot. We spoke about a lot.
Maybe we'll have an earlier episode too of Cast Pending, Raw and Uncut.
It's raw, you donkey.
And uncut.
I like this. I like this.
I want this to be an intro. I don't want to edit it though. The whole point is
No, we'll leave it for next. So when we do another one, we'll just do me and Ethan will do, or me and Dan do the intro.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, we'll just do the intro from now on. This is how we got our idea from the first one. This is the pilot.
Excellent.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our session. We hope you enjoyed. We hope I didn't bore you too much because I know I can talk a lot. What are you fucking laughing for?
We all
Like even I didn't laugh.
Yet.
It's entertaining.
So we shall say goodbye, farewell, and see you again in the next episode of Cast Pending.
Goodbye.
Why did I wave?